Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Don't do it, Ashley. It sounds hideous.
I think I kind of like it.
Hi.
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 It's really strange being this far away from the camera and not being able to see myself on the camera.
Oh,
But we can work with it.
yeah.
We will work with it because what else are we going to do?
What else are we going to do? What a day. What a day we have had.
Pardon me. Can't get comfortable. So
So,
bloody tired.
this morning we started at Drymen,
Drymen.
which seems a forever ago now.
It most certainly does.
And we have made it all the way to Rowardennan Hotel.
Rowardennan, right on Lake Lomond.
Excuse me?
Loch Lomond.
Thank you.
I'm very sorry.
Wow.
It's been one of those days. It's been one of those days.
It has been one of those days. So,
slightly broken, not going to lie. Did you do a list?
I haven't
We
done
haven't
a list,
done a
but I
list, so
think
we're winging this. 100%
I think we can have a good
this.
rundown, though.
I
To
think
be
we
honest,
can. Yeah.
So we'll start from when we left this morning because I think that's a good place to start. We had a lovely breakfast, maybe too much.
Maybe definitely too much. I had more bread than I needed. Way more bread than I needed.
And we were out the door early, weren't we? What time do you think we were on the road?
I think we left. I'm pretty sure I started my Strava at about 8:30.
So yeah, we had a good run. Dropped the bags off, check out.
We only had an extra half a mile to get to the start of where we finished the West Highland Way yesterday.
To get back en route.
To get back on the route.
So the morning started very well. Beautiful sunshine.
Lovely
Matt
weather,
even went and got some suntan lotion.
Cream, yeah, because I needed it the day before. I did get a little bit of a red head
to keep the Swede from burning.
And cooking
then
the brains.
Onwards, we started to ascend.
What
we thought
might have been Conic Hill.
Because
we didn't know what Conic Hill was at all.
No, and I knew it was quite soon into the walk, but I hadn't researched exact distances, so we were winging it.
Always, as always, winging it. Because if you know too much, you have things to worry about.
Yeah, it's a bit scary then. But then we got into conversation of when is a hill a hill, when is a hill not a hill.
Yeah.
But the Scots
and Scottish hills are different from English hills because we don't really have hills in England. Not really.
Not proper ones. So
Scotland has hills just for the sake of them, darling.
Oh, just for fun.
Just for fun.
Just for funsies.
Just for gigs and shits.
So I wasn't going to be lulled into a false sense of security because I thought it was too gentle on us, which actually turned out to be correct.
Absolutely.
Because when we got to Conic Hill,
we knew all about it.
We knew about it. Our legs knew about it.
But
and our
we didn't
lungs
stop.
knew about it.
But we didn't stop.
No.
From the bottom to the top, we didn't stop.
That sounds like it could be a song.
From the bottom to the top, mother didn't stop. I stopped before the swear. Well done. Pat myself on the...
Good adulting.
Don't do that.
So we got ourselves up Conic Hill, enjoyed the views at the top because they had a lovely little sort of outlook, didn't they? I mean, you got some really good panoramic shots up there.
Yeah, I did get some good
really
photographs.
Good shots up there. Same thing, we've had beautiful weather all day really, with a few spots in the afternoon. But
yeah, a couple of sprinkles, but they were welcome sprinkles.
Yeah, they were welcome sprinkles.
Because it was a little bit humid as well.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Definitely. But it's been pleasant still. We've had a nice little breeze the thick of the day. So let's not waylay. So we had a lovely view at the top, didn't we? Across Loch Lomond, we could see Ben Lomond in the distance over to the right.
Yes, it was very much from the Ben Lomond sort of vantage point.
Beautiful.
That sort of just a slight, maybe 30, maybe 20 degrees.
Yeah. And then we came to the descent, which was...
So we started
a mile.
We started at an elevation. I don't have the figures off the top of my head, but we started at an elevation already. We were we'd already walked uphill before. So we had a very gentle up and down, but more up than down, gradually climbing until we got to Conic Hill. Then it was quite a steep ascent. It was 361 metres, according to that sign. 361 metres to the summit. Now, we didn't quite make it to the summit. We walked past the summit. It was probably only another 20 metres higher.
Which I will throw in as not part of the official route. So we haven't skipped on the route.
No, we haven't skipped on the route. In fact, I'm not even sure that the summit is on a proper trail. It's just where people have walked up there off their own volition. So anyway, we carried on, and then it was a very, very sharp
mile down
descent. It was a mile travelling, but we ended up lower than we started off at Drymen. Drymen. So it was quite a hefty down.
It was a very, like, you really had to
Grueling.
concentrate.
Footwork.
Next foot, bang, 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 bang. So it wasn't just
like a hill.
Yeah, I found it quite mental.
All the way down, but not even steps.
No. So it is true what they say. Yes, you can slog your way up of it, but coming down is definitely harder.
Absolute amount.
Definitely harder.
And I don't like the down anyway.
No.
Slowing this heft down is not easy. I can go up all day long.
Yeah. I go a little bit to letting the handbrake off and try and coast down a bit, just because I find when I anchor up, it really wrecks my legs. But it was really tough to do that there.
If I let the handbrake off, gravity is not my friend.
You're off.
I'm,
gone.
terminal velocity is a possibility. I'm telling you.
Incoming!
I think that was 187 miles an hour, if memory serves, which it often doesn't, as I've said before. Yeah. I could be making that up, but
Yeah. And then, so we got down to the bottom and came to a toilet block, which was the Loch Lomond Visitor Centre.
Yeah, the car park.
Which was a nice little bin. Popped in there for a wee bit. Cost me 50p.
Cost me 50p.
You don't spend a penny, you spend 50p.
Spend 50 of the buggers.
Yeah. So we did that.
It was a good wee though.
And then over the road was Oak Inn.
The Oak Inn, and we have stayed there before.
We've stayed. That's what I was trying to describe yesterday. And literally brainwave as soon as he saw it.
I saw it and I was like, oh that's...
yeah. Which they had a cafe, a shop, and then like a pubby restaurant. Loads of seating outside, which we did enjoy, didn't we? So we sat outside. You grabbed a coffee.
Yeah.
I caught a iron brew.
You had an iron brew, sugar-free one this time though.
0.
Smart cookie. It was using chemicals instead to trick the brain into thinking it's sweet.
Yeah. But not 10 ton of sugar, so I opted for that one. And we sat on a bench and we tended to our feet. We let the beasts free.
I let mine free for the first time along the walk midday.
Yeah. And just to throw in there, we both had different footwear on today, which was a really good choice actually. So I went for more of a trekking trainer, and you did go with the thicker.
I went for my more robust, more hard-wearing, thicker-soled version of my Barefoot Vivo. I think they're called Winter 2s. I'm not 100% on Winter 2s. Not 100% certain on that, so don't quote me. And obviously they haven't sponsored me, otherwise I would have many more of their boutiques.
Please sponsor Matt.
Yes, sponsor this fat man. Do it.
So that was about lunchtime actually, wasn't it?
That was 7.77 miles in.
I love how your brain remembers random.
Numbers is fine for me. It's just the rest of things, life.
I'll take it.
Names.
I'll take it.
Distances. No, distances is good because that's numbers.
Numbers.
Yeah.
So we got suited and booted back up. I threw a little bit more tape on my
tootsies.
And we could...
At this point, I hadn't treated my feet at all.
Yeah.
Not
you
one
checked them
bit.
though, didn't you?
But check them and they
nothing
seemed
visible.
fine. Nothing visible.
So onwards we went. To which bit made me very angry. Very, very angry.
Yes, very angry.
So you leave sort of the slightly built up area and you head a right up into a wooded area, but the path forks off straight on or right.
It could have forked right
it
off,
could have
let
forked
me tell you.
Right off. And it was 0.4 of a mile of nonsense. And so the sign was like, yeah, West Highland Way, turn right. So you start. Gnarly little hill. Gnarly, gnarly, gnarly. Spin back on yourself, sharp down, join the path that literally could have just gone straight level. So angry about that. Pointless.
200 feet of elevation in 0.4 of a mile for no reason whatsoever.
Absolutely pointless.
Other than just
because. I think it was the Scotsman having us on.
Yeah, they knew we were coming and thought,
I'll have them.
Fat fucker and that wonderful woman.
Stop it.
Are going to walk up and down this path and be like,
just because
fucking, excuse my language, slag, bastards.
So
swear words. I'm ever so sorry for my
that was
language.
fresh after lunch when we were feeling a little bit, and then knocked
Straight,
back into place.
knocked
Actually,
back into
don't get too
place.
confident.
No,
Back in your place.
cocky English people.
Yeah.
Shut your mush and just understand what this is.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know. And then after that, there was just progressively more and more and more surprise ascents and descents that nobody documents. We've watched many a video, haven't we?
But they say the side of Loch Lomond
Is gnarly.
is gnarly, as in it's a bit uppy downy. I mean, I say it's a bit like I'm playing it off. They do say it's uppy downy, but I was expecting that to be a bit later.
Well, I was expecting that to be more like the uppy downy of the first thing this morning.
Yeah.
That was like nice, gentle,
Yeah.
up and down gradient.
So we've worked through
manageable.
the side of the loch, uppy downies, and then we're now clock watching, we're now mile watching, time watching, whatever we want to call it.
And not only that, but the signs that say the distance to the
They're
hotel
for
are
the
lying.
road. They're for the road.
They're for the road, yeah.
But obviously, all of this, whoop, you're covering far more mileage.
Oh,
I say far more.
also, we bumped into a nice, very nice man, didn't we? At the side of Loch Lomond, he was like a park ranger type of dude.
Yeah.
Who told us that there's a pub. It is actually not the West Highland Way. It is just the best,
longest
pub crawl in the world, or Scotland at least, anyway.
Yeah.
Because
He
there's
was
a
a
pub.
lovely guy.
He was a lovely guy, very nice
Yeah.
man, very knowledgeable man.
Yeah.
Every 7 miles there is a pub apparently, but I don't measure 7 miles the same as the Scottish measure 7 miles.
No.
And if there's a pub in between them, if somebody was drunk when they made this pub crawl up, there's a good chance that's why it's
They can't pick a straight line.
giving it all that all the while.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, a little bit of a side note there.
That was a lovely
sorry,
side note.
I interrupted you there.
Then we hit through the woods and it was up, down, up, down, up, down. And then, like I said, we're clock watching, mile watching to get ourselves to hit the hotel for the night because we had enough. Feet were tired. Very hungry. Sun had been beaten most of the day on our backs. And then a mile and a half out, we get hit out of nowhere, absolute walloped with a hella hill.
A hella hill. I don't even measure this one. I didn't even measure it. I measured it in heartbeats that I could feel.
I could feel bass. My heart was like a bass. Yeah.
And then we overtook people, multiple people. We
were head down.
3 couples we overtook on this hill. Now,
we didn't stop.
We didn't stop. I would have liked to have stopped. I would have liked to have stopped on Conic Hill. I would have liked to have stopped on multiple surprise hills. But my good friend, sister from another mister, and West Highland Way colleague didn't stop. And so I bloody well wasn't going to stop. And I'm glad we didn't stop, actually.
Well done.
Well, well done you. Well done both of us. Yeah.
Because a mile and a half out after a long day.
That was really hard. It was
extremely tempting.
When we got to the top, I was lightheaded.
Yeah.
And actually felt like I was drunk for the first time in many, many years.
Yeah. Drunk. Lomond legs.
Lomond legs.
We've named it Lomond legs.
And I did have one for the feet as well, but it can't have been that good because I can't remember it.
No, Lomond legs all day long.
Lomond legs.
Yeah.
Also, that hill is the one that gave me the blisters.
Yes.
So I developed blisters.
Yeah.
But they were very, very quick. Like it must have filled with fluid in seconds. Work that out.
You literally said like, "Oh, and it's gone now."
Yeah, and then it must have popped in my sock.
Nice.
And then it was a bit tasty for a few minutes, like it was a bit sore. Yeah, not half.
Yeah.
And then it was okay. So the fluid must have gone from them. But then when we got back, when we made it to the hotel, we were in a lovely lodge. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It took us a little while to find how to get into it.
Yeah.
Dragging our cases across
gravel. Didn't care at this point.
Didn't
care. We'd finished, what was our day? 15.5
miles. Which actually, in the grand scheme of things, isn't huge. It's not massive. No. But given the terrain...
And the day before.
2 days consecutive on the bounce from each other. Yeah, it was hardcore.
Yeah. So we got here very quickly. Well, lovely guy at reception gave us our key. We pulled dinner forward because we're little piglets. Shower, straight in the shower, both of us. Throw some clothes on.
Oh, you've missed a bit in the your bit in the shower.
So at some point through the last however many miles, my quads locked up and I got really bad cramp. So I've got this deep heat roller thing on. So I ply that on just absolutely just to try and lathered it to try and get me through the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles. Got in the shower and it had like a hideous reaction to water. So we're just burning like lava, and I was like, God, bloody! I got out of the shower. I said to Matt, right, your turn. And I said, man, it's reacting really badly. My legs are on fire. So anyway, he goes into the shower, comes out tiptoeing out. It's like, you're right. No, no. I think your deep heat's gone in the shower tray and reacted with my blister.
My blister, I think I got deep heat in my raw skin, blister skin, which was wonderful.
Lively.
Lively, yeah. Yeah, I was hot stepping.
Yeah. And then it was get dressed, get down to the restaurant, have some food, which weirdly came out. Well, we had starters. My starter was beautiful.
My starter was really nice.
Yeah, starters were lovely. And then these giant plates came out, which didn't make it look like a lot of food, but they were like
like the plate was like
huge.
It's got to have been a 20-inch plate.
Yeah.
With the food just sort of.
Yeah.
Which, like you say, made it look like it was minimal. Yeah. So actually, I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed when it came out. I thought, oh.
But actually, you said you.
And actually, I was full from it.
I did. Right.
Yeah, I was full up from it.
So yeah, dinner was good. Popped into the little shop that they own as well next door.
Just snacky poos.
Little snacks. Same thing again. Lovely staff.
I don't think she was of Scottish descent. She had a semi-Scottish accent, but I was picking up.
She looks like a Kiwi.
Oh, do you think?
She looks Maori.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't picking up that accent. I was picking up something Eastern European, maybe.
Oh no, I went
or
Maori.
Like a Romani or something like that, maybe like Romanian. But I could be wrong.
Anyway, she was lovely.
She was lovely. Very helpful, very chatty.
Yeah, they all are though, aren't they? Locals.
Yeah. Ended up chatting to a dude who's whizzing across the lake on a jet ski when we were walking around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
doing 50-odd mile an hour.
Chit-chatting, making friends along the way.
Making friends. Not as many friends as have tried to talk to us though.
Yeah. There is
a little bit antisocial.
Well, I think part of it is me trying to concentrate on breathing.
I just want to crack on.
Yeah.
I just want to crack on and get it done
And I'm pleased we've got that mentality of get up early, head out and get done, because we're back at a decent hour. We've got some really long days ahead of us with difficult terrain. It's only going to get harder as we go on because we're going to get more broken.
Mm-hmm.
So it is up, out, go, and head down. That is really it.
For the first time ever, I have treated, or I should say, Dr. Hunter here has treated my blisters for me by putting. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that.
Lovely blister.
You probably won't be able to see them because they're so.
Plasters.
They're
like
almost transparent,
skin.
aren't they? Yeah. So they're very sticky, very protective, and instantly they made my feet feel better.
Yeah.
So we obviously walked back out again to go to the restaurant and get some food and go to the shop and all the rest of it. And they are night and day better than they were even for the last mile and however long it was from that last hill.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I feel like my feet are going to be good. Say good, that's probably a bit strong. There's definitely going to be drugs consumed tomorrow to aid with the walk. That's all I can say. I'm going to be painkilling.
Ibuprofen and paracetamol are going to be our friends.
Absolutement.
Yeah, it's going to. So I think.
Oh, and I spoke French to some French people. They were very
happy
with that. They were very happy with bonjour, ça va, très bien. I was thinking, I hope they don't ask me anymore because I haven't got a clue past that.
You'd just be telling them where you live and if you could go swimming.
Avec la piscine.
That's what they taught you at school.
Yeah, that's what they taught me at school.
Your name, where you live.
Yeah. Quelle est la date de ton anniversaire? I can sing a happy birthday. Your birthday? No? What about you?
Oh dear. Right. So, roundup of today. Between the two of us.
Did you have any favourite bits? Before we wrap it up, did you have any favourite bits? Because I don't think I had any favourite bits. My favourite bit was the end. The dude thought we were having an emotional breakdown outside the reception.
Oh my God. We did have a little emotional moment when we got down to the front of the hotel. Yeah, we hugged it out, didn't we?
We did hug it out.
We've had a tough afternoon.
The last bit of today, the last bit of today was grueling.
Yeah. So I think the roundup. I'd like to finish on that little note because I think that's a cute way to finish the day. You know.
Tomorrow's going to be hard because I think we've got much the same. I don't think there's the gradient according to the elevation gains and the opposite of gains.
My prediction is I think we're going to get smacked in the face with stupid hills like that. Surprise hills,
yeah.
I'm going to have Lomond legs all day tomorrow.
Day long Lomond legs, yeah.
And I think it's 14 miles, did you say,
14 miles tomorrow, so it's only slightly less than today. That's if it's accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it was only half a mile more than it said it was going to be. So actually that wasn't as bad because you hear hideous things on these videos that we've been watching about how it's like 3 or 4 miles longer further than but I just think how they must have missed.
I don't know.
Some of the signs, some of the trails
as well, you know.
Well, we haven't used any device. We've just been following the signs.
No, I mean like as far as
for measurement.
Yeah,
you mean?
For measurement.
Yeah, okay.
So I think
we're not following any sort of GPS device or anything for the route.
Well
we're just following the.
Yeah. So far, I can comment as far up as to Rowardennan Hotel, which is where we are now. Literally not needed anything. It's so well signposted at the minute.
Yeah.
And also, little side note here: shout out to I think it's Highland Scotland, whoever they are. I don't know if they're volunteers or whatever. The work they're putting into the pass.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
At some point are phenomenal. So
a 5-ton excavator on the top of bloody Conic Hill.
Hats off.
Because with bags and bags and bags of like hardcore. I didn't actually look in them bags and see how big the stones were. But I'd imagine
sizes.
I'd imagine that they're because if you see how the steps are laid out for the descent, then they're going to be them, aren't they?
Varying sizes. So you had the big boulders, you had the smaller gravelly stuff, but different parts throughout the stages, you can see they're constantly inputting.
Yeah.
And I know it must be a moneymaker because so many people go through and do this route. And for hotels and local businesses and whatever.
Yeah, because we've heard lots of different accents, haven't we?
Oh, people from all over the world.
All over the world, yeah.
We were talking to an Aussie last night.
We were talking to an Aussie last night. I've spoken to multiple American or Canadian of that kind of accent.
Loads of French.
Many en français.
Yeah. So I think
avec la piscine.
So tomorrow, I think it's going to be very much the same. We're up and out early for breakfast. Drop the bags off, and get back on the road with well taped up feet.
Yes. Well, yes.
And hopefully, you will see us in another 14, 15 miles time.
Oh, they definitely will.
Oh, you will see us.
You will see us in another 14 miles.
Hopefully not too broken. That's
I think we're going to be, but I don't know if we're going to be more or less broken than today. I think you're going to get to a level of brokenness
and just maintain.
Where if you can put up with it, then that's how it is. I don't think it gets much worse than that.
Like you
if
said,
it gets much worse, then you just can't do it anymore, can
paracetamol, ibuprofen, and tape are going to be our friend.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Plasters.
Yeah. Really going to rely on them a lot.
Yeah.
I think. And then later in the week, I'm not sure which day it is. I think it's probably 3 days from now. I think we've got a 19-mile day.
Yeah.
And after today, I just thought, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, when you think about it, 3.5 miles, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much further. But when you've got to walk it, and there's hills,
the terrain,
and rocky terrain, and it's
it's also all the other things in the mix of what we've done previously and how our bodies are at that time. Like you said,
I also wonder whether the heat has been a little bit detrimental.
The heat has been hot, but
has it been a bit detrimental because I've been sweating like ridiculous? Like I wasn't expecting for it to be warm.
Well,
do you know what I mean? If it was cooler, I wonder whether we would cope with it better.
Scotland were expecting this.
No, of course. But if it was cooler, do you not think you might be faring a little bit better?
I don't think I'll be any less sore.
You don't think so? You don't think that the
I think my
moisture depletion from your body.
I think my feet would be exactly the same.
Do you think so?
I think I would have been a bit less sweaty.
Well, this is the thing. I think the reason why my feet have blistered like they have done today is to do with the moisture that is in my shoes.
Maybe. But we're to be drinking more, that's the thing as well.
Yeah.
We're to drink to make up for what we're losing.
Yes, but but what I mean is because it's warm, my feet are soaking wet because they're sweating no end.
And you had your thicker boots on today.
Yeah, I did have my thicker boots on today, but I don't think I'd have been able to do that same walk in those thinner.
Yeah. So
Don't get me wrong.
But that's
Don't get
what
me
we
wrong.
were saying. Lesser of two evils.
These,
Hot feet.
that's true. These other Vivos I've got, they're great. They're great shoes. They really are.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the fact that my feet aren't accustomed to them yet, or to the level of how tactile they are with the terrain.
Yeah.
You know, with how much it gets transferred through the sole of the boot.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought there.
Well, I could tell your eyes were going.
I didn't even try. And search.
Fair enough.
Gone. That cloud sailed.
I think then if we've both run out of words, I think it's time to do our high five.
Oh,
put our pajamas on and go to bed.
Jammies. Bed.
It's 6:30.
It's 6:30. Way past my bedtime.
6:30, and it's getting late. Right, we're gonna finish it on.
Oh, it's better than yesterday. Oosha.
See you tomorrow.
What she said.
What he said.
Oh, Jesus Christ.